Hey preschool and kindergarten leaders, I'm so excited that you're watching this because you are interested in leading a virtual small group. I want to tell you what that looks like because you might not know what you're committing to and you might want a better idea before we start this fall. So, small groups are going to be virtual for the month of September. And as we go throughout the fall, we'll keep deciding what that looks like. But that's our plan for now. And so even though you're committing to September, our hope is that you continue to commit to stay consistent in the children's groups so that they are familiar with someone, they have community with the same people, just as we would if we were in the building. So that's one thing that you should know, is that we hope that for however long we do it, you try to commit to as long as you can, like I said, just as if we were in the building. So we are going to be using a platform called Flipgrid. You may have heard of this. This is something that teachers use a lot in the classroom to stay connected with kids outside of school. And it is not a live media that would be something that they would have to tune into or that you would have to tune into at a certain time. But this is going to be a private group that you have. I will be the owner of all of the groups, and then I will be able to create each private group. For example, Miss Megan's group or Mr. Ben's group will all be under my profile or my settings that I can see and help you manage them, but you will be the owner of your group and be able to be creative and have fun with the kids in your group. So right now we are having kids register. Registration opens this weekend, 15th and 16th, if that's when you're watching this. So we're just having kids register so that we have an idea as to who we can assign to which group based on age and other variables that make most sense. So, I mean, the idea is to create community with our preschoolers, so hopefully they're in a group with other kids they might know or with you who they might know because they attend a certain service. However we can make it work, we'll do our best job to assign groups. So once kids are registered, we will be assigning groups and you will then get your roster at a certain point. There will be a training video for you to understand Flipgrid more, but I just want to express what it looks like so that you are prepared and know what you're signing yourself up for, like I said. So once you have your group, you're going to have a virtual group on Flipgrid. Now Flipgrid is, like I said, not live, but it will give you the opportunity to weekly post a video prompt of yourself talking to your kids. All your kids in your group will be able to view it, but no one outside of that group will be able to see this video. So a prompt would be, since the month of September, we are talking about Joseph. The first week we're talking about Joseph's coat, and you might be engaging in what they learned in the video lesson for the week. Maybe do a little recap and then show them a special craft or treat that we have for them. They will have kits that they will pick up, and you will also have access to this kit so that you can do the crafts with them. This kit will include 4 weeks or all of the weeks of the month and supplies that they will need to engage with you in these activities. They will pick them up at the church previous to the month and be able to join in with you on the fun. So, for example, like I said, Joseph's coat. The first week we have a fun graham cracker treat where they're gonna make Joseph's coat, and you can make an example to show them what that looks like and the cool coat that you made to recreate Joseph's coat and talk about that. And then I'll give you a few questions or a question to ask the kids at the end. If you have another fun question or something you want to add that's super cool, that's why you're a kids ministry leader, and go for it. Do that with them. So I'm going to give you kind of a guide to go off of so that you don't have to put in all the work of thinking of what you're going to say, what you're going to ask or do. You will have a guide that I will give you. So I will give you all 4 weeks at the same time, along with the supplies, just like the kids. And so you'll have a leader guide to engage and prompt them with what to ask. Then the fun part comes in. The kids respond. So the kids might be responding throughout the week and at different days or times. You do not have to respond to them right away. Many of you work or have kids or just are not able to be accessible at all times. This is not a full-time job for you. So you will be able to either respond as you wish. If you like to respond right when a kid sends you a message, go for it. But if you want to schedule a specific day of the week to respond, that's also a great idea, so that you have a designated day, you don't forget about it, or you know that you'll respond to all of them at the same time. That's also cool. So they are gonna have to watch the lesson first, which means that your prompt will come after the video lesson that they've seen. So that will probably be either on a Sunday or a Monday after they watched it. And then at the end of the week, if you would like to respond to all of the kids' responses to you, then you can do that. And then you start over for the next week and you do a prompt and they respond. These videos, they are doing video responses back to you. It's in a grid or a list format that other kids will be able to view the videos too. So if Michael from the 4-year-old room is watching the videos in Mr. Ben's group, he will also be able to see Micah's post. Michael and Micah, I don't know, I'm not that creative, I guess. And he'll be able to see his friends or other 4-year-olds posts and see what their coat of many colors looked like. So it's fun because the kids are engaging with each other, seeing each other, but also with you, and it's just going to create a little more community, we hope, and a connection point for them to connect with each other and with you. So that's kind of what this looks like. Again, it's not live, it is something that you can post scheduled, and it's not that big of a commitment outside of what you're used to. Be on the lookout for a video or a training information from me on how to use Flipgrid. We will give you that, we will help you get that set up, and you will be able to use it on your phone or your computer. I currently have it on my phone, but I've also tested it out on the computer and they both work just fine. If you are interested and you have not told me that you're interested in leading a small group, please let me know as soon as possible, because we will be assigning groups very soon. This September will be here before we know it. I miss you all so much. Bye guys.